Good evening. El Jugador. The Druid dark. I mean, there's one dark side, and there's one like. Okay, Rogue is the dark side. Demon Hunter's kind of like the anti-hero, but still dark side. Or the other is Kadoku, so short stream. I'm not really like, I don't know, I'm just not very excited to play Hearthstone this week. I'm debating if like it's worth the effort to put into like getting good at Rogue when it's probably just gonna get nerfed, right? So I feel like I just kind of wanted to play like a little bit of like maybe like probably like 2.5, 3 hours. I've never played it, so I think the biggest one, I'm a professional, so it's like, do I want to switch games? Probably not. Sounds like low T, dude. Maybe, dude. You know, you know. Uh,
All it takes is love, care, and death.
what? Oh my god, chat. What a bunch of nonsense. Have a beard as beautiful as that? Thank you, Shooter. Literally just genetics. Top deck innervate? Son of a Radiant Elemental, chat. Ah, that's so true. This is stupid. So I'll never have this. Sorry, dude. It's rough out there. Alright, I think I'm losing this unless I top deck. Oh, chat, witness the top decking skill. Kill this dude. Do I kill the Radiant? I probably do. 1, 2, 1, yeah. Infinite mana cheating, just too good. Woo! Hi, T. Someone, his server's dead. Kind of like just playing this here. Seems like a good play. It's just efficient. Yeah. So, part of the theory behind Priest having 2 mana cheating where Mage no longer having Sorcerer's Apprentice is burn. Priest has no burn. So if you have infinite scale, like if I make a 100 minion and that costs like 7 mana, which seems ridiculous, I can beat that with any single target removal. But if I do 100 damage to you, you can't get that with like, you don't have scaling on that, on the reverse. So it's not fair in a sort of, the better your development, the better the removal gets kind of in Hearthstone. So, mana cheating on board is better than mana cheating on face or life totals. So, if that makes sense, because when I make a big minion, it scales up my removal. If I develop a big board, it makes my opponent's brawl better. But when I just do things with sort of without that effect in, it does it. There's no room for counterplay. Because the reality is, if I mana cheat out 100, yeah, like then it turns I can mana cheat back with in a way. So
Our tunnels run deep. Underfoot. Underfoot.
you drinking just an energy drink. Chat, I'm writing an article on why basically Rogue, the design of Rogue sucks right now. One of the things I hate about concoctions, I realize there's nothing really interesting about combining concoctions. It just double effect, like it's just double efficient. Imagine if concoctions actually combined. So let's say you have double 3 mana reduces. All of a sudden you get a 1 card and it's 6 mana. Or imagine draw 2 cards, make a copy of them. Or imagine like, what are the other ones like? I don't stuff like that where it's like basically there's no real interestingness behind combining cards. It's really just better, like it's just more efficient. There's not this like interesting trade-off of like maybe in some niche scenarios like it's actually worse, stuff like that. It's just the problem with Rogue is it's just good and there's nothing really interesting about it. It's literally just OPness. There's no trade-offs. Oh wow, okay. I got, I think I take scale begrudgingly. Actually. So it's like everything Rogue does, like other classes have trade-offs. So this is, I'm writing an article on this. Like, Flame Imp is the classic example of it's a 3/2 for 1 mana, but you have to deal damage. But it's an interesting trade-off because sometimes it helps the Warlock, but most of the time it hurts the Warlock. They'd rather just have a 3/2 that didn't take damage, but they design their decks in a way that takes advantage of that self-damaging. Think about concoctions. There's no like, oh, you know, like awkward concoction. You know, that's like, oh, how do I make this awkward concoction work? It's just good. It's just good in all situations, which is terrible design. There's no trade-off. There's no real interesting things going on with the concoctions. I'm dead, by the way. Another card, Astalor. Terrible design. There's no... What is the trade-off for Astalor? It's just like raw, like efficiency. Like there's no... Yeah, there's just nothing truly interesting about it. It's just... I have lethal next turn, interestingly enough, but I'm losing here. It's over. Whatever. I'm gonna see if they miss the lethal. Yeah. I feel no. There's nothing so like. Even like there's nothing interesting about Cox. They're just too versatile. There's no trade-off. Think about like compared to like something like the class they designed well but not powerful enough because they forgot about Rogue. I think Mana Thirst is fine. So the other thing is like think about the idea of you have this giant 8-drop finisher. Well, normally when you write in the deck, by putting that 8-drop finisher in your deck, you lose consistency on things like Edwin. You lose consistency on but with you if you want to shadow step a giant Wink Edition, but with Astalor, there's no trade-off. Like you smooth out your curve, you don't have to float mana, you don't have to risk floating mana, you don't have to risk bad top decks. So there's no trade-off in the card. So basically, like, I mean, this is the idea of powerful cards of having trade-offs, and I'm writing an article on this, but like, there's no negative to Astalor. It's just, you know, except that he's not as good on, like, he's not as good on 2 compared to other cards. Being random, I mean, most of the concoctions are random. I think, I mean, the potion belt is already too strong for multiple reasons, but I mean, I just want like, I want concoctions to have like more downsides and more like interest, like even combinations. So I mean, it's not, so the game needs finishers. There are finishers. The idea is that when you make it super easy, basically Rogue slots a 1-card deck and then they easily finish off control decks without any cost to their early game. And other classes can't do that because they can't triple shadow step their Rogue. So so it's a thing of, there are finishers in the game, and the idea is if you have to want to play reliable finishers, like finishers that are easy to do, it has to come at a cost. But with Rogue, you don't have to do that. You run Astalor, a card that's just good, and you shadow step it 3 times, and then you just always win the late game. Happens every time. It's just such atrociously bad design of like, so there's no trade-off. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just raw efficiency, and like there's no, compare that to like a card like Jailer, while really, really strong, has these big trade-offs. It has 10 mana, destroys your deck. Sometimes can actually be a negative that your minions you can't trade off your own minions, so you have board space issues. Really interesting card, right? It doesn't see play though, because you're not gonna get to 10 mana, right? Well, but Jailer, while I don't think is strong, is a really interestingly designed card. It has interesting choices. It creates interesting deck building and strategical opportunities. Concoctions don't do that. They're just raw efficiency. Wonder if I was not supposed to go Guff there, in case they pop off here. Now I can't go scale.
Symptoms will be severe.
Kazakhstan, another interesting late game win condition, unlike Astalor, has trade-offs. How would you conduct nerfs? I mean, this card, no more longer stealth. I would nerf. I might nerf. I'm not sure on the concoctions. I just think it's bad design. I don't think it's necessarily, but I would nerf the ghoul. I would say make it so, but yeah, I would make null so you lose the effect. And I might even nerf like another card. I'm not really sure. But I would lots and lots. I might nerf Shadow Step. Like, I mean, the problem, here's the problem right now with Rogue is you just Shadow Step Astalor is an automatic win condition that decks just can't beat. And it's so easy, and there's no trade-off because Rogue always wants to run Shadow Step. So it's like,
Incredible.
so I'm not really just excited to play Hearthstone because of Rogue. Because like it's not like sometimes there are powerful classes that are interesting. I just don't. I find it completely uninteresting. There's nothing redeeming about it. It's literally just all efficiency in a deck. There's no interesting trade-offs. There's no interesting decisions. It's just all like, how can you do the most for the least? A terribly designed class right now, and it really, no other class can compete because the strengths of other classes just are irrelevant. In a world where Rogue can put like, oh, you go wide against Rogue, oh, 2 4/4s, 2 3/5s. Oh, you go tall, deadly shot. Oh, you run them out of value, draw cards. Oh, you gain a bunch of armor, a Shadow Step Astalor. There's no trade-off. So what that turns into is you have a game where like, and the God forbid, like let's say someone invents a control deck that beats Miracle Rogue. Well, you know what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is I think I don't want to go. Maybe I do go scale here. It's interesting. I think I want to draw cards. I could hit lethal. If someone invents a control deck that beats Rogue, what will happen? Oh wait, it could be. Wait, this is already on my 3rd card, right? Let's see if it's okay. It's not. If so, then they just switch to Thief Rogue, and Thief Rogue outvalues any of this. So it's need negative ones. They need trade-offs. They need concoctions. Like you just it's all good. There's no bad. compared to like Unholy. Like think about that 2/2 that becomes a 3/4. When you have that on 2 and you don't have the 1/3, it's terrible. Now I think that card's too weak. Another Knowledge Alchemist. So some of these cards are like, well, if I play this and I don't play it this turn, it's this big negative, right? But with this card, you can just save the cost, so there's no trade-off. So it just... Yeah, so concoctions are pretty much going to ruin the game, and people think it's good design because it's powerful, but it's not. It's like there's nothing interesting about concoctions combining. They're just double the strength. There's nothing interesting about this card. It's just raw mana cheating. There's nothing interesting about Null. Null could have been interesting in a world where you had to have a trade-off. So it's really just an atrociously designed class with no downsides that pretty much breaks the rules of Hearthstone. And the only decks that can compete are like decks that accept that Rogue is going to win board and try to either get to their OTK first. Like that's the only way you can beat it. You can't beat it with control. You can't beat it without tempo. What does interesting mean? It's, I mean, it's a subjective term, dude. So, but I mean, I've lost this, right? But. Maybe I haven't lost it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take Bran in the hopes of OTKing next turn. Okay, let's think. If I go, I always go Earth and Scales here, right? I guess I just play this guy, right? Alright, I have the Moonlit into the 8-drop to make it win. And they have to not have lethal here. Yeah, so it's just like even like Shadow of Demise, like it's just too freaking good of a card. Like there's no like, you know what would be cool about Shadow of Demise? Maybe it's like you have to use it this turn, but they can just hold. They can just get ridiculous efficiency from it. So it makes the concoction stronger. There's too many good like rogue spells. So the idea of this card is supposed to be like, oh, a lot of times it's bad, but sometimes it's insane. But it's just always insane. I'm dead. I'm feeling... What wants to appeal to maximize the play rate of the game? I mean, they're really just... They're maximizing the play rate between the niche population who likes pure efficiency Hearthstone with that's all like with no high level like it's all efficiency Hearthstone. So it's like other card games you played like poker. So I don't know what the solution is because the solution is complex. I'm not on the design team. I don't know if I want to be on the design team. I'm saying that what they did for the Rogue is utter. It's complete trash. It's inconsistent with the rest of their other classes, who all have trade-offs, who all have negatives, who all have ways to exploit their class. Like if I play Imp Warlock, you know, if I don't let you get on board, where like some things like the scaling stuff, like the location for the imps has a trade-off where it's like hard for you to get on board, requires you to go face like either you do a bunch of stuff and it's vulnerable. The location for the rogue gives you stealth minions. So it's super like you make a 10-10 and if your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with a stealth 10-10, which is not many classes, you're just fucked. Like you're just fucked. So any tempo class, unless they can kill rogue really quickly, but they can't kill rogue really quickly because of nulls, because of the ghoulish, the raw efficiency. Rogue is more efficient in the early game, despite the fact that it's supposed to have a trade-off to get these nulls. So it's like, it's just... So... Yeah, also every card has rush, right, for Rogue. So Rogue has what does insanely good value trades. So everything is a value trade, so they don't need as many stats as other classes to kick ass. Because their 3/5 will go into 2/3/3s, or you know, a 4/3, then Shadow Step. So they value trade like insanely. So historically, the weakness of Rogue was you put a bunch of 1/1s on the board, things like Odd Paladin. But that stuff, like, would be like aggro Druid. You're just too slow. It doesn't work. The Rogue will just get on. Will go 2/3/5s. You'll never get that point where you have a wide board that the Rogue can't deal with it, because Rogue will just scale. Like, will not only rush and remove the board, but it'll also develop 2/18. So it removes the board, and then on top of it, so pretty much 0 classes can compete with the effects of Rogue. On the tempo line, the only way you can beat Rogue is actually Demon Hunter. But the other way you can kind of beat Rogue, but still not really beat Rogue because of Astalor, is you can try and control the board, basically what Plague Priest would do. But Plague Priest just loses to Astalor now. They just Shadow Step Astalor a bunch. They draw it efficiently. So it's just utterly garbage. Just terrible design. There's no redeeming qualities to Rogue. I think that's what, like, people need to know. Like, this class is just utterly garbage now. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just raw efficiency. There's no trade-offs. There's no nothing. It's a garbage class. Yeah. And it's kind of ruining the game. I mean, it's gonna get nerfed, but like, I'm annoyed that they made these mistakes of building the class in a way where there's no trade-offs and there's no downside. And if you look at their other classes, they are so careful. Look at fucking Rush Warrior. Look at Unholy. Look at these classes, and then look at Rogue and justify that. You know, like, was APM priest? Okay. Do everything with no downside is what bothers me. If you have a 0 mana do something, there needs to be a downside. There needs to be a trade-off. So I'm gonna need this. Let's remember that. Oh, maybe I was supposed to keep
This must be the way.
I think I just want this for later. So what I'm saying is there's nothing cool about Rogue. It's just power. It's just power. There's no interesting high-level trade-off. It's just power. If you made a 1-mana 10/10, it wouldn't be interesting. Now, if you make a 1-mana 10/10 that says lose the game in 3 turns, hey, that's a little powerful, but maybe it's interesting. Maybe it creates interesting dynamics. There's a trade-off. There's no trade-off for these things. Oh, the idea of Edwin is, well, I have to put a low-cost deck. Guess what? Every card is a fucking low-cost card for Rogue. Every single fucking one. They don't have high-cost cards. Oh, they can run Astalor and get an Lichking win condition for free. There's no fucking trade-off. So yeah, anyways.
This must be the way.
Alright, have lethal next turn.
You cannot crack my carapace. Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Yeah. So every card in Rogue is just perfectly synergized. It's a deck that so there's no, like, potion belt. Like they get the weight and they get a free deadly shot here. There's no negative. Like they don't have, because it's trade. Like there's not this risk. There's not these like they might miss deadly shot, but yeah, they get it. And this is the one, you know, it's like remember, like the idea, there are things like Rogue is supposed to be good at single target removal, but not wide board. But because every minion has rush, they just rush into all the stuff and then they deadly shot the single target. So it's like, yeah, it's just atrociously bad design. There are no redeeming qualities to this deck anymore. And I want people to, like, I'm sick of people acting like, well, it's OP, but it's like it's a cool deck. It's not a cool deck, you know. It's like. I mean, this combo is everything that's bad about Ramp Druid, but that's the only way Ramp Druid can compete, because it can't, because it just has to go for the win. Ramp Druid is supposed to be a slow value deck that like has to find the compromise between, okay, how much greed does it run to win in the late game? But when you have an OTK that's so easy to do, like, so Astalor is probably just terribly designed card. You know, so just in general, it just, but so it like, so I'm just not really excited to play Hearthstone because it's just, there's no interesting high level decisions. It's all efficiency. You could find somebody who can be like, well, what about this spot here, right? Okay, there's probably some interesting high level decisions, but it's.
It isn't over between us, brother.
You have much to answer for.
Circulia, this is one of the worst minutes I've ever played. Yeah, so yeah, that's stuff trying to think of Circulia. Oh, let me put on my Goku's that got turned off. So that's why I'm kind of annoyed by Rogue. It's just terribly designed. And I'm just sick of it. So I'm probably not streaming that much for the next 3 days. I've got sort of social life plans. So I'm gonna have some fun. We'll probably stream like a few hours here, stream hours there. So it's just you know, it's a week where, you know, maybe it's a good week to take it easy, right? You know, let this meta slide, see if they call for do nerfs. I'm writing an article. It'll hopefully come out in the next few days. Basically, the article is Rogue sucks. The article. So basically, everything I've been saying now, I'm kind of like verbalizing it. I already wrote a bunch of the concepts, but I'm gonna put it on Reddit, and yeah, because it's like I'm basically Rogue has just crowded out all other tempo decks. Other tempo decks cannot compete with Null, with 0 mana 4/4s. They are irrelevant now. Rogue has made them irrelevant, and you have classes that can kind of hang with Rogue, which basically don't play minions or like get to a late game, like use things like a quality consecrate and then try and swing the board. But you can't just compete with Rogue on a tempo basis. You will lose every single game. Ooh, chat, I think I keep the full combo here. Thoughts? Yeah, let's keep the, wait, I can actually just play the Brad. I get the second one, right? Like, that's probably the correct play, right? I think do I just keep coin here? Probably do. United Stormwind. Yeah, United Stormwind was raw efficiency, but there were multiple classes. There were some interesting decks, like Garrote Rogue was, I mean, it was such an great deck. It's like, it's the one redeeming. Look at Garrote Rogue and how it's interesting and challenging, and like high skill and fun, and like compare that to like this fucking deck, which is just raw toxicity, you know? This seems good. Yeah, Grow Rogue was interesting. It had interesting trade-offs. It was a super interesting deck. Yeah. So my idea is like, I wish the concoctions combined into interesting things, not just two think concoctions. Playing two like concoctions is always the same. So imagine if like you got the minions combined. Yeah, the 3/2. I totally agree, Death. The 3/2 is fundamentally just why do you get a 3/2 that cheats you 1 mana? So it's basically 5 mana for 2. You know, like why does they get that? Why is that like the idea is for that some that is you have to play secrets that are you have to play bad secrets in your deck, so you get that for secrets to counter fact that you have to run these bad cards. That's the idea behind those kind of cards. But yeah, in this scenario, it's just too good. At least we're winning this game. Yeah, I mean, Quest Demon Hunter is probably too strong on the burn level, but is counterable, has trade-offs, it has vulnerabilities. The current Quest Demon Hunter is a much better designed deck than Rogue. I can build a deck that multiple ways to beat that deck if that deck becomes super meta. But that deck is surviving because it's the only deck that beats Rogue. And it's a good deck overall, but there are weaknesses, there are trade-offs, there are negatives. So where there's no trade-off to like freaking Rogue. It's just like everything is just raw goodness, you know? Look at this bullshit, by the way. Oh my god. I'm probably still winning, but still kind of hard to lose here, but I think scale is better. It just takes too much damage off the board to do it. Too hard to not like to turn this down. Too efficient compared to even though I float a mana. Yeah, so it's a thing of part of the reason Warrior was so good is it did something that the meta incentivized better than any other class, which because of Demon Hunter you needed controlling the board and life gain, and other classes did not have the same good life gain, while other classes did have. So it could gain above 30 life, right? So, but and it had it had ways to redevelop, it had ways to swing the board and close out the wins, but those weren't as important in my opinion as just.
All it takes is no care.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
But yeah. Yeah, dude, I know her. Coin combo. Chat, I kept coin for 80 turns just so I could do this play. Like, like, this is if I wasn't looking for this play, you know? I would have thrown away coin like 80 turns ago. Chat, this is, yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna chat. I'm gonna stream for like 2.5 hours longer. 3 hour stream today, maybe like a 3 hour stream tomorrow. Regular stream Friday. I might even do no stream Saturday. I have plans, so I'm not sure. I'm having a real fun time I'm starting to like the PoE league, which is a distract. But I freaking I grinded when the Hearthstone was good. So yeah, chat. I got sex cold every night. So yeah. So it's gonna yeah.
will know endless torment. Protect the wild.
Such a devoted. Thank you. Thank you. The Sando. We can be, yeah. I think that's against Twitch's terms of service, technically, Sam. Sorry. But thank you for offering. Chat, if you could meet any Twitch streamer other than me in real life, who would you want to meet? They could be as famous or as not famous as you want. They could be 10,000 viewers. They can be 20 viewers. Osmodai. We got, no, chat, I don't count. All right, XQC. Jeremiah Forsen. Meaty. None, to be honest. And I think I know. Did she do? She like? I think I watch Twitch streamers on YouTube. I think I know who she is. Tice, Forcent, Pocket Train, Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen counts. He's streamed before. Pizza or Ant. Old Wreckful. Oof. I guess I didn't say. I guess that's allowed. Jimbo, thank you for the 4 months. Trump. Get on the sub tray. Thanks so much, Jimbo. I forgot to turn on my Streamlab. Sorry, I forgot the subs are back on. Okay. What do I do here? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it's the problem with doing this turn. Too bad. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for not playing Rogue. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like playing. I don't like this Rogue. Thief Rogue is fun. Thief Rogue is fun. I could see myself playing Thief Rogue. I find this deck just zero fun. It's only fun when you're winning, and the moment, even if you have a 50% win rate, it's not fun. You know, like if you have a 55% win rate, it's not fun. It's just the only reason it's fun is because I'm addicted to winning, but there's nothing like fun about it to me. You know. Like decks like this just ruin the game because they're all like, can you kill them before they kill you? Because you can't ever defend. So it's just all like efficiency, you know? Because like, let's say I survive the first waves, well, Astalor's coming for my ass, you know? Or or a late game 13-13, you know? Even though it's like a turn 9, you know? Like, there's no way I can ever just stop them, you know? So what Hearthstone just becomes this pure race, which is just toxic. There's no that like, oh, do I use my noob and try and survive, but risk like, it's just all, and like this, our deck is designed to race because we can't win a value war because value doesn't exist in a world where my opponent can shadow step and get 3 8/8s that deal 16 damage. That go through Cariel, that go through Salad Alibi. Okay, I got the good card. Nice. So yeah, I don't know. Wait, Chad, I realized... Chad, I somehow... said the roguish just... I mean, Chad, I don't know. I'm like, I just don't feel really excited. But I can play Ramp Druid, especially at like 300. I can win enough. So it's hard for me to like playing in top 100 yesterday was miserable. Because it was all rogue players, and they were good. They knew their win conditions. They knew to shadow step Astalor. They knew how to be efficient. And I couldn't, like, there's no way I could outplay them with the Paladin. Like, it was just where I was beating the rogues at, like, rank 200. I could see that out. I think that would be a nice, a nice adjustment. The Deadly Shot, maybe if it's, like, deal 5 damage to a minion. So, like... And then it, like, yeah. So if I have a 12-12, they can't just kill it. Like, oh god, this class. So here's what I hate is like, let's say I kind of survive here, you know? Well, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually outvalue. I'm actually hanging in the game. Shadow Step Astalor. Bam, 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 dead. You know, like it's just so reliable and so unavoidable. And even if you've kind of stabilized, you just can't beat the Astalor. It clears your board. It develops an 8/8. It does face damage. It's just like, destroy random. Ooh, destroy a random minion. This is a chat. I like how I complained about the Astalor, and then the Astalor showed up just to come and say, "Hey, you thought you had any chance of winning this game? Nope." So. I don't have brand, so I can't win. So I think I go for see if I can hit Earthen Scales or something here. I could go aquatic. This seems better. So you guys excited for when my opponent efficiently deadly shots my 7/7 and just pushes 10 damage because taunts don't matter in a world where single target removal is busted? And so here's also the problem. Normally, when you run a single target removal, there is a cost. I have to run a card that's bad in certain matchups, right? Oh, it has lethal. Yeah, it is just lethal. So, but in Hearthstone in 2022, well, I can decide if I want to deadly shot or if I want to draw cards or get value, right? This actually, in theory, wait, it's actually lethal. Astalor. I just don't think I don't think this is interesting. You know, I don't think it's good. Like, it's, maybe if it was like, how about 8/8 destroy all minions, you know, like destroy all minions or silence and destroy. Oh, that's cool, right? Instead of killing your opponent, it's like a board clear, you know? Or, you know, something like that, or deal 16 to all minions lifesteal. You know, actually keep the games going. You know, instead of this bull, or maybe, you know, if you, so maybe you just say deal. So be a little worried about Marvel Snap. I think they helped Marvel Snap by making the game suck. So I don't know. It's like, I mean, I think they're just trying to. I don't know. I hate, like, Renathal was the band-aid keeping Hearthstone together. I realized. It was pretty much the game has been fundamentally broken, and then Renathal was kind of a band-aid that says, all right, the game kind of makes sense to be broken because of the 40 life now, you know? Yeah. We're back at square one. Yeah, so mana cheat is fun. I mean, really, it's just, it's like, the amount of mana cheat Rogue has is insane. It's so consistent, and it's only one class. Like, why? I would like Rogue to be about somewhere between a 55 and a 45% win rate against Enraged Warrior. If Rogue is 55 and 45 against Enraged Warrior, because like Rogue is not supposed to crush this Enraged Warrior deck. If that was the case, then I say, okay, you know. I'd like maybe Rogue, Bernie Rogue list to be favored against Imp Warlock, but maybe Boardy Rogue decks to not, you know? God, I fucking hate these concoctions. They're just so toxic. Just so, like, unstoppable. Yeah, so... I mean, right now I feel like I think we need other people to baby rage, because pretty much it feels like the devs are just doing whatever J. Alexander asks. They're like, oh, Rogue doesn't have enough card draw. All right, here's 5 mana sprint in this. Like, you know, I'm like, do other classes matter, dudes? Like, come on. Like, why do we have all these other classes? Like, why do we have like Shaman? It just can't fucking compete. Why do we have it? Like, these Imp or like these decks shouldn't be so atrociously bad, you know? Yeah, it's just like Rogue does everything. So it's like, so that's, yeah, it's like all classes matter. Yeah, so see if I can get scale here. Do I take Astalor here? Because it's like a combo piece. Planted Evidence is usually the best in these spots, but I often float mana, which is really bad. Wait, I could play this. Okay, this might actually be the right play here, right? Like, because then my stuff is real cheap. Is it really good? No, actually, I don't know if this is a good play. I mean, I can play the Anubis here and get some sick armor gain, right? And then try and win in the late game. Astalor doesn't work then? Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, there's no freaking weaknesses. And there's no like, oh, I have to run this like awkward bad card so I can get this powerful effect. There's no I have to, you know, it just does everything better than every other class. So why do we have other classes? Like just fucking delete the game and have rogues. Like if you actually just deleted rogue as a class, the game would be so much better tomorrow, because like rogue, you would actually have, because the problem is they're going to nerf like nulls, and then rogue is just going to adjust and it's still going to be rogue zone, you know? It's like it's just like, why do we design these other classes only just to make them fucking utter garbage, you know? Like it's fucking objection. Fucking shit, dude. Like, it just does everything better than all. It develops on board better. It generates value better. It wins in the late game better. You know? Like, there's no weaknesses to the fucking class. The historical weakness, its only weakness is burn damage while not developing board, which is why it loses the Demon Hunter. Like, yeah, it can gain armor just for random bullshit. Oh, by the way, it's better at playing secrets, mage secrets, than fucking mage. All right, this is over. Like, why do we have mage? Just so rogue can like, that's the only reason we have other classes right now. The only reason you have other classes is so rogue can generate the cards from the other classes, because they suck in the other classes. It's just fucking bullshit. I've gone off the deep end. It's like, oh my god.
You have much to answer for.
Chat, I've just hates rogue. You know, like things like Kingsbane Rogue used to be strong, but they were hard countered by like 1/1 taunts. You know what I mean? Like you would have this class that would do something super broken, but now it's like, oh, I'm gonna have Kingsbane Rogue, but also have scabs and gnolls. Like that was last expansion, you know, like. So like, there's just no fucking weaknesses, dude. Please, I think Rogue is bad for Hearthstone. I don't know. Chat. I can't defend Team 5 on Rogue anymore. So let's look at other kind of cards that are like null. All right. Think about the Beast Hunter 4/5. You have to play fucking beasts. All right. Think about the Pure Paladin 9 card. You have to play pure cards. You have to this. So it comes down later in the game. This card comes down on 2 for 0 mana consistently. Sometimes I had to play 2 mana for my Pure Paladin card. You know? It's like, why do these other classes? Oh, like the theory makes sense. I have to do a trade-off. I have to invest in my card's ability to get its thing. Not Rogue. It just does everything better. Fuck you. You thought your class could do something well. Like, oh my god. It's just like. So if I can draw Bran, Yeah, it has no trade-offs and it has no weaknesses. I'm not sure why the old rogue from the previous, like before it got like with this concoction build, was fast enough that it would play all in and you could Shadowward Ruin and win, but like... Oh, I was supposed to play Astalor there. That was a mistake. Because I could have top deck Bran. Now I can't top deck Bran. And these Crypt Lords are at the bottom of my deck anyway, so they're not.
Symptoms will be severe.
Oh, it's cute. Alright. Cute, bruh. Yeah, I meant I actually timed him out so long. I missed the bad button. What did you say, man? Yeah.
I know all the steps.
Symptoms will be
Time's ticking.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Druid has weaknesses. Like, don't get me wrong, this Druid is like just a less fun version of Druid last year. Because Druid, like cards like Druid is supposed to be an inefficient class that has mana, but when they give cards like Scale, like they just gave all these cards that are just so good in Druid. But like it doesn't matter in a world where my opponent's making turn 15s on turn 4, but like... I think I take due process here.
All it takes is love, care, and
This is interesting. So I can draw 3, but then I don't give myself the Bran out, which I don't really like. So I'd like to have the Bran out here.
our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
So now I have, I can hit Bran, so we have 1 and 6 to win next turn. Alright, well, we win next turn. I don't mind them having 2/1s on their board. I can board lock them. So, hopefully I'm not dead here. They have 8 damage with the 8 drop, so that's 16. So they need 1 mana. They've used both preps, so I think I win here. Order, could have gone.
Who knows what secrets will await? Our gift of fire empowers us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Malfurion versus Arana!
I am determined to win this.
I must protect the wild.
I think I'm gonna keep Anubis Rikon. He's so good against in this matchup, right? I mean, I don't like this deck. It's just I hate every other deck more. So I'm sick of playing. Like, what am I gonna like? If I don't know. I just got my ass smacked on NA ladder yesterday with Paladin, and I just felt like this feeling of I just yeah. Could play Plague Priest. Plague Priest actually works at top 100, so but we're not. But this deck is like a little easier. Imp Warlock is garbage against Rogue, so it's irrelevant class. Imp Warlock cannot keep with the raw tempo of Rogue. Great top deck.
Takes is no care and death.
But Death Knight is irrelevant, yeah. So, like, I'm also sick of like. So, John Bray, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Welcome to a. This is a complain about Rogue and stream. All complaining about Rogue all the time. Hope you guys like it. It's all we do here now. It's like they never left my stream. Yeah. I'm trying to dispel the myth that Rogue is fun or good design, because it's not. But I did hear you independently came to the same conclusion that the null, the 3/2 is too strong. I go even further. I think Null is too strong at this. I think concoctions are fundamentally boring because there's nothing interesting about combining concoctions. They're just more efficient. So like I was saying, how imagine if like concoctions had interesting effects when combined. So for example, let's say you had draw 2 and summon random, like summon a random 3-drop. What if it was draw 2 minions, summon them, or something like that? Or draw 2 minions that cost 3 or less from your deck, summon them, or if or summon 3/3 copies of them. You know, I don't know, like something where it, or for example, let's say you combined the 3-drops, you get a 6-drop. Like there's nothing particularly interesting or exciting about these cards. That's the point I'm making. It's just all efficiency. It's all just everything that's the worst about Hearthstone. Or they combined, yeah. So they're just objectively better when combined. There's no trade-off. There's nothing interesting about it. So yeah, something like that. I don't know what the answer is. There's too many things. Like they have a whole design team, but these are the questions like they should be thinking about. You know. So try to look at one. See how easily Demon Hunter is countered though with like some. Yeah, so I'm just doing a short stream today, short stream tomorrow, short stream Saturday. Gonna chill, take a light work week. I mean, it's still gonna be. I streamed like 10 hours on Monday, right? Streamed 9 hours. So it's still gonna be like probably like a 35-hour work week, which is just me taking a half day on Friday compared to the 9 to 5 here. So it's still like, but I think a 35-hour work week. I think that's a good goal. What would be cool? Cox needs. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's so. There are all these opportunities with concoctions. Normalize the 4. Oh, I'm all about that Ninja Monkey. Yeah. Though I work 7 days a week, Ninja, so I'm not really like. I like that idea. And then I would be a hypocrite because I would be working like on the days that's not like that. But yeah, I like that idea.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Okay. I mean, these are kind of irrelevant. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, so but I think the point of the 4-day work week is a lot of industries can and don't because some corporate culture bullshit. So you know what I mean?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
But yeah, they're all. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd want. I'd like the 40 the 4-day work week where I work 8 hours a day, but 4 times. Like that's what I want. But I actually like my job a lot, so it's like I don't even know if I'd really. It's risky. I could have taken the.
All it takes is
I have. I can draw another aquatic to get the other one, but I could have taken the other Nubis, but security at nights. Yeah. Oh, I like that, Tibby. Yeah. So the concept that I'm hopefully I need to write this article, get it out by Friday. Is this concept of trade-offs that Rogue doesn't have. So the idea of trade-offs in Hearthstone is when I do something strong, there needs to be that is stronger than the normal power level of Hearthstone, which is pretty much everything fucking Rogue is more strong. Rogue just does everything better. So if Rogue wants to do things better than other classes, it needs to come at a cost. But it doesn't come at a cost. It is just free. It's just like, hey, do this powerful thing. No negatives, by the way. Like, so the idea of eating concoctions is like, is that there should be a cost. Like, it shouldn't just be raw increased efficiency, right? Rogue's health to 20, that just makes it even more face racy, you know? Like, that just turns Frost Death Knight into an OP deck. I mean, it's like they just ignore that other classes tempo matters. Like, what do they think that like Rogue's the only class that tries to play for tempo? Like, why does Rogue get to be tempo as its class identity? Like, what the fuck is up with that bullshit, you know? Oh, I have the full combo, chat. Let's go, dude. Okay, right? I have the full combo. Brand, aquatic. Win next turn, right? Oh, wait, chat. I didn't actually draw aquatic. I'm an idiot. I should have gone Moonlit Guidance there. That's actually such a huge blunder. Chat, I need to get good at this game. Yeah, Moonlit Guidance was the better play there. All right, 1 in 14 to win right here. Doing the meta is better for the patch, yeah. One rogue, you could play defense because of the additional health. Basically, you had classes that were designed to beat rogue, and there were classes that were rogue. But you could beat like you could run like polymorph and freezes. So you could build your decks basically meant to delay and then kill rogue in the long run. And because of the 40 health. But like you had a better chance of surviving the Astalor stuff. So basically Renathal was the glue holding this family together. And then Renathal got deleted. I feel like there's a movie like this where like they get rid of something and then society falls apart. Because like the characters don't listen to the main character who's the scientist who's like, we need to do this. And Chad, what are movies like that? I feel like The Fall of the Jedi Order. Man, am I actually even dead here? I have 57 life. No, it looks like beginning of Superman. Yeah, I feel like this is like in every movie. Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't need to worry about these aliens. Don't worry. You know, and then yeah, like Jurassic Park, you know, kind of like that, right? Nazi Germany, the movie, okay. That's dark, but yeah, the Jurassic Park. I'm trying to think. Yeah, basically, like the main plot of movies is, you know, them being like, oh, we'll just make this park, nothing will go wrong. Man, I said something like that. So Renathal. I actually thought about that too, Tivy. Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. This is the world without Renathal. It's terrible. Chad, I don't even know if I'm playing Hearthstone anymore. I'm really just complaining about her. I feel like, Cost runes shows the victim. Oh, I like that death. Brazil right now.
Your judgment begins. I must protect the wild.
This is where people are overreacting. I mean, we're overreacting in that what we should do is quit Hearthstone and become monks and realize that this game has seen its time. It is now a one-class game, and there are other classes that are side notes that are irrelevant to top 30,000 legend. But pretty much anywhere below top 30,000, it is a rogue game. You know, if that's what you mean, I totally agree. Chad, it's like if you like lost your job forever because they like the government this, and then they say, oh, you're overreacting, right? Just you know, just play just do another job, even though your education is this is like, and your job was actually an important job, then you know, like, go find it again. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, you're just overreacting, you know. Well, unemployment is the same as Renathal nerf. It's worse. I mean, Renathal nerf is worse, right? Now it gave us a taste. Yeah, in a way, you're right, Magarn. Like, we tasted the game at being good. I agree. Well, chat, this is a free win. It's nice. I agree, Chris. But what if you dislike control decks? I mean, it's like, hey, so here's the reality. If you dislike control decks, what do you need? You need tempo races. But nobody can fucking race a rogue except for Demon Hunter. This is the world without control decks. It's literally all efficiency. It's all just kill your opponent as fast as you can. There's one class that is the fastest. All other classes are irrelevant. They do not matter. They are not important. They do not, So without the ability to slow down your opponent's tempo and play this, you know, because your opponent's too efficient, I mean, but yeah, it's really, people talk about the decks of control decks, but it's really the decks of tempo decks excluding rogue. Control decks are actually relevant. Control is not dead. It's literally tempo decks that are not rogue are dead. So I think people don't realize that. Like, pretty much if you're playing a tempo deck and it's not rogue, your deck is irrelevant. Am I getting my ass kicked here? Kind of, this due process is kind of screwing me over. Let's see if I get a bad overdraw. Oh, chat, we just need to draw the good cards. This is annoying. I actually have too many cards in my hand, actually. But so control decks are relevant right now. They're just not good enough to actually beat rogue, but you can have fun with them. You can have a 48, 49% win rate with rogue. But like, if you're an aggro deck that isn't fucking rogue, you cannot compete. You will get out tempoed to the wazoo. All right. If your deck wants to play in a rogue world, it has to have some control tools. So our opponent's deck is kind of, you know, they're playing for tempo, they're playing board, they're trying to kill us, but they have a quality, so they can hang in there with rogues. and still lose if their opponent knows how to Shadow Step Astalor, unfortunately. But yeah. Kind of getting my ass kicked here. Good top. That's a good top deck, actually. Ooh, that's a rough overdraw. So, look at Unholy. Look how, chat, let's look at Unholy. If you want to look at a tempo deck, which is meant to be a class that's designed to be tempo, that Blizzard designed this expansion. Let's see if we can find some Diamond through Legend Unholy. Unholy Death Knight. Well, there's actually a version. So, Diamond through Legend, you can see. So these are the best, like the most common Unholy lists. That's kind of cool. There's one that has this, but there are some like this, or maybe some pocket bubbles. But you can see how bad it gets. Like you have these 31, these Unholy stuff that's supposed to be efficient developing, just generally is getting wrecked. And some of these. So let's see, what are the highest win rate one is triple Unholy. So there are ones that can like kind of compete at the low ranks. But if you go to Legend, yeah, so that's interesting. Chad, there's an egg Unholy deck that's actually not doing terrible. But for the most part, they're all pretty garbage, you can see. So, because other aggro decks cannot compete in the aggro world. So we can't see top 200. That's when people learn how to play Rogue. But... Ooh, I can Moonlit into lethal, right?
This must be the way.
Son of a gun, chat. Is it scale here? I think it's earthen, actually. I think I prefer the earthen here. You can go Moonlit again next turn. I'm on EU, so I think it's only down on NA.
Our gift of frost shields.
That's it, Chris. All right.
May the light grant you peace.
Chat, we are probably over 60% to win here.
This must be the way.
Who knows what secrets our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
Chat, like, man, isn't it? I'm so good at this game because I know how to draw to my combo and play to outs. It's such a well-designed game. God forbid there are actual real decisions in Hearthstone. That's true, Fiducio. I could mess up the very mechanical, soulless process that is this game.
Malfurion versus Illyria.
Cower before Death's Keeper.
I must protect the wild.
A bit linear. I disagree, Ninja Monkey. If you look at Ramp Druid a year ago, you could win with Yogg. You could win with Yasharash. You could win with Giant Ibis. You could win with Control. It was a well-designed deck that had interesting decisions and lots of paths to victory. It often involved floating mana. Like, for example, if you played a Giant Ibis and your opponent went a Bottom Lieutenant, do you wait on the Ibis or do you wait to get Oracle? It was an interesting deck. And then it became uninteresting because it just got too efficient. But yeah, it was great for a while. Oh yeah, with the zero mana 4/5s, which are fun zero mana cards, unlike Knowles that you actually had to go through a process, or the zero mana spell. So. Our hand is good.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Did I F up by not trading there? Not sure. I think I cheat some mana next turn.
Caught this one eating hearty snacks.
As our husks break, your heart stops.
You cannot cut my cabbage.
All it takes is note, care.
You better watch your step, missus.
They can't deal with this, right? They could just get Brand OTK. Like they've got Candle Shot and Harpoon Gun. So, and I don't have like a efficient win condition, so I don't have a way to win the game very quickly here. So
No! What step? Tasty morsels. This must be the way. That rope's burning again.
Oh crap.
You cannot crack my carapace. You cannot crack my carapace.
Let's see if I'm dead, chat. Fun and interactive gameplay. I think we win. I think we're too fast. How much does Bran do? They have 5 hits. So Bran.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Wait, I don't have lethal though. I'm 1 off, right? Just need to draw earthen scales or.
Malfurion versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. I must protect the wild.
Wait, the 23rd? That's like 30 years away. Would allowing people to ban classes make the game better? It would in this scenario, but it creates lots of hazards, Viducia. So it's not something that actually works. But in practice, it's one of those things that sounds nice. So it creates very exploitable things of like, all right, if I play Demon Hunter and everyone else is banning Rogue, then rogues literally just play Demon Hunter. So it creates all these like really weird dynamics that you wouldn't have normally. Probably should have picked Scale there, right? Why didn't I pick Scale? Was stupid of me. Yeah, but I mean, in theory, the meta would like so. Let's say you built like if you have a deck that has the one deck that counters your class, you would get lots of like depolarized matchups and. But are these weird dynamics bad for ladder? Yes, because you would eventually fall into very very weird equilibrium states. These dynamics have like some merit in tournament sort of situations, but basically they're going to cause a lot of weird issues. I don't know why I'm going face here. I'm just allowing them to get the. Okay, let's create a scenario. Let's create a scenario where you have. I'm trying to think of like a game theory scenario where you kind of. Like if you like ban, let's say like a class only has one, you have one natural counter, and it bans that class. Well, then it forces everyone to play like a scuffed kind of. I can't think of like it's a complicated system. I'm doing a bad job explaining it because it's actually the math behind it is definitely there, but it's a little complex. Um, um, I'm trying to think of like this happens. I think in like world politics a lot, where they like pass some law, where they say something like, oh, if you want to do this, you have to like, if like, and then like let's say there might be a budget, like an example to make this, like let's say a budget deck all of a sudden. I don't know. I can't think of like a very clear cut example because it's really complex system. So I'm not explaining it well. I recognize that, but.
This must be the way. All it takes is
Well, I should have taken the freaking.
care and death.
I don't know. I'm getting wrecked here. I'll do some reading. It's more like it's an incentive issue, an incentive issue with Burns tickets for the Prime Gaming. So I'm trying to think of like I'm just trying to think of a simple way to explain it. Burns tickets for the stuff, but it's so complex that I can't think of like a clear cut like here's your simple world ending. I'm trying to think of like ideas of like throughout world history that like similar things have happened, but I'm having trouble. I mean, so let's try to think of like a world, like a historic, like incentives where like they do something like we're like I think this happens a lot of like government policy stuff. But I'm trying to think of like maybe a meta where this would have an issue. Oh, okay. First of all, let's just look at it like. Let's just look at okay. Meta from the word this where it's all warrior and demon hunter. Warrior specifically succeeds because it's the only deck that counters demon hunter. So in that meta, everyone bans demon hunter. So that can have a weird dynamic. But then who do the demon hunters play? Because the demon hunters ban warrior and they literally beat every other deck. So then it's just all mirrors, which isn't as fun. But then you also could have some weird dynamics in that scenario where you ban Demon Hunter and then you counter Warrior and you just have like these super greedy metas. So there's a lot of like really weird polarizing set, which is kind of like what Conquest tournaments are like. But it can create some weird dynamics where because you don't have to play 4 decks, you just can't queue into tons of players. So you might be a thing of like, you might be only queue into a very small percentage of players. Yeah, it creates all these sub metas and it just creates all these additional problems potentially because you're still going to run into weird situations because people are trying to win at the end of the day. So I'm just doing a poor job of explaining how complicated it can get because like there's so many moving parts in a meta or in a system. So it's I'm trying to like make it so it's this nice easy like this is what happens, but it's just not so. Talking about what would be the logical problems that would come from I think I can't win here. Like the logical problems that would come from creating pushing the game in a way that so I have to hope they don't. Okay, Drew Brand. Okay, let me think here. If I go Astalor, if I go Moonlit Astalor, right? That would be, so Moonlit Brand Astalor is 7 mana. And then I could do that and I would get extra Astalors, right? So I can, I think I might guarantee the Astalor for next turn with that. That's 4 mana, 7 mana. So I'm at 9. If I go Moonlit this turn, is it to my advantage? I don't think so. Well, I could go, so because I'm at this, I could go Planted and try and high roll something here. I think I go with that actually, yeah. Okay, I think I just get rid of this card. Useful.
Tiny seeds lead to vibrant growth.
I guess, yeah, so.
Not quite what was planned.
I think I have lethal, like, if I make it to next turn, but let's see if they just have. What? Oh, it's funny. Shit, my opponent is throwing. You know this is Dravo, right? He missed 12 damage, Pocket Train, for no reason. All right. And he allows me to get an OTK. Yeah, he is throwing. All right. My opponent just threw. Pocket Train, everyone throws. All right. Everybody throws. All right. Chat, I'm going to make up my own book. It's like everyone poops, but everybody throws. I mean, he might still win, but okay. Well, he's scamming me with these freaking infinite earthen scales bullshit. See if I top deck Astalor and lose.
This must be the way.
All right.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
As our husks break, your heart stops.
Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
See if this works. Come on, kill all the elementals here. It's a little inefficient, damn. But I do have a bunch more Astalors, chat, so I think we might be okay.
My hand is too full.
Oh god. Might be okay. Is this the deck you're playing? I heard you were playing this deck today, Pocket Train. I didn't watch because I was thinking, what's the point of playing Hearthstone? I got excited. I got an article. I think I'm gonna write basically why Rogue sucks, but like in intellectual terms. It's kind of it's kind of the anti J Alexander, where he writes articles in intellectual terms why Rogue is more moral, but I'm gonna write why Rogue is fundamentally bad on like a moral level. That's the idea. So finish number 6. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll play it. It might be fun. Does he get there?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Wait, how did the theft accusations sheds. Alright. Whatever. It's bullshit. Thoughts. Crap, chat. Wait, I have a clear. Okay, I'm fine.
Our tunnels run
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Stabilizing? Thoughts? Chat, I feel okay. I'm gonna publish this article. Here's what's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna love it, but no one's gonna read it. This is what always happens. I'm gonna write. I've got an article about why Rogue sucks. It's actually well thought out and intricate. But what everyone's gonna do is be like, blah blah blah, bad achieved, blah blah blah. Devs don't know what they're talking, which is not what I'm saying. I'm saying like that's how Reddit always be, but because that's what happened last time. But it's such an easy low hanging fruit. But yeah, I gotta finish this article. That's what always happens, you know. Druid is the real problem.
hard left. Oh, I hope it's good.
Our gift of frost shields us. Arcane.
All it takes is
I don't know. It's probably not winning. Only decks in chat. Rogue beats everything, and except it's 46 against the deck hard tech to beat it. You know. Yeah. Try both the same turn. That would make sense. I see the logic behind that, but I also think I'm dying. I don't know. I wanted to put an 8/8 on the board. I felt like that seemed reasonable as well, so I was kind of torn there. Like I don't think we have the tempo to do that, basically, John Bray. And this puts an 8/8 on the board where the other play doesn't. But maybe that doesn't matter. I don't know. But yeah, I see the negatives. I'm getting Zarella'd here.
What knowledge do the stars
I'm just gonna give up.
where'd my deck go?
I don't think I can win here. I should probably hang in there another turn, but Maybe we'll play the Pocket Train. Pocket Train, the deck's pretty fun, right? Maybe we gotta play the Pocket Train list tomorrow. Though it's a short stream tomorrow, so short stream tomorrow, short stream today, short stream if maybe no stream Saturday. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. intensive. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. You know, I've recognized like for streaming, like. I like these when decks are kind of like low effort, where I can kind of just play one play a turn and kind of think about what's happening a little bit. Because sometimes it feels like there's just too much to do in Hearthstone, which makes it like when there's too much like mechanical thinking, it's hard for me to like hang out on the stream. If that makes sense. Like if I'm playing effing freaking, I have to like do calculations every turn, you know. Chad, do I ever just board lock him here? I feel like I just board lock him here. Until the pop off, yeah. Bad. Am I dying here? I don't even know. Ooh, Chad, we got the Astalor. I don't know why I love calling him Astalor. Just like fun. He suck. Did he suck? Did he suck? Yeah, every discovery, yeah. You have to have a lot of probably like, but I like when decisions in Hearthstone, like, here's the thing, if you can make 40 decisions in Hearthstone, they're not decisions. They're mechanical processes mastered in your brain, which I think is fundamentally dumb and bad design, which is why I hate APM decks. Like, I think if a deck is interesting, the decisions should be things you have to think about, you know, like. Do I go guff here? Or do I go scale? I could go guff here. I think I'm just going to go scale. And then I go 8 drop. I have to hope they don't have it. And then I go 8 drop next turn. And then I hope to get an earthen and I go double earthen. Just about, yeah. So, oh, I'm dead. But yeah, my theory of Hearthstone is Hearthstone is not supposed to be difficult on mechanically. I think it's okay to have mechanically complex decks, but I don't think they should be meta defining, and that Hearthstone should be come down to high level decisions. Think about like poker. The mechanics of poker are really easy. It's like who has the better hand. Bet, fold, like it's really easy, but the actual underlying strategy and metagame behind poker is incredibly complex. That's what I think Hearthstone always should be going for. Now, if they have some mechanically complex decks, but because mechanically complex decks can be fun, like Naga Siren, you know, like, but I think when you kind of force players to play mechanically complex decks to be competitively relevant, you know, like you should be able to play Curvestone, but have like high, like that's why I really like Beast Hunter as a deck. I think it's the best designed, might be the best designed deck of the year, because it's very mechanically simple, but it actually has like a lot of board decisions. Like what lines do I go for? When do I use coin? But yeah, so when no one plays it, it's not actually good in the current meta. It can't compete, and it's like last expansion's deck. But I think you could probably get top 200 Beast Hunter though, right? Like, but I don't know. I feel like it would just get wrecked by nulls and 4/4s though. Like, it also got nerfed with Renathal, so that's a negative. So
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
oh, they're a rogue. Chat, who would have thunk it? Oh, I'm getting Queen of Shard on turn 2, chat. Man. Man. Oh, wow. Didn't see that one coming. Man. What? Oh, chat. You know, I just love the design of this card, of this deck, of this class in general. So good. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah, I guess if I didn't play Astalor there, we're in way better shape, right? Big mistake playing a minion, chat. Man, what an idiot I was playing a minion. Why did I think I could play a minion, chat? Like, what was I thinking? Man, on turn 2, like, there's always a punish that loses you the game on turn 2. Oh, another minion to get punished. Oh, a Hydralodon. Chat, look at this game. Chat, I would say this is a high roll, but it's really just a roll. Like, this is normal rogue things. Well,
I concede.
chat, remember when Beast Hunter got its weapon removed because dealing with the Hydralodon on turn 4 just felt bad? Man, I remember that.
Malfurion versus Anhilda.
Arise and carry out our lady.
I feel like I keep Bran here because I already have 2 of the best cards, so I think I keep combo pieces here. Because I already have like turn 3 into 5, which is really good. Dude, I like when neutral cards become rogue cards in your Mind Devil's Eye because other classes just don't exist. You're like, we should buff Queen Ashara. Like, I don't know if you know, dude, but it is because it is a neutral card. It's a neutral card to rogue again.
Not for my forge.
That's annoying. It,
All it takes is love, care, and death.
oh. Are they just yoling my face here? Thoughts? I'm not expect this. Earthen in the bottom of our deck. No. It's great. It's actually a really good top deck. Because now we have a very clear path to victory. We go Nourish, Hero Power, Shinnis Plating next turn. That prevents us getting like some sort of scam lethal.
Not for my forge.
I feel like my opponent is high rolling here. Like there's no way they consistently get this weapon is like that often. You know what I mean? I still think I'm gonna win, but because I'm high rolling as well. But like it's like Oh, Chet, I forgot about music, Chet, today. Let's put on some, Chet, we should put on some salsa. Chet, I know some of you redeemed Feliz Navidades yesterday. So if you redeemed one, yeah, I shouldn't have told because now people will fake redeem. Can't trust them anymore. Let me put on some cumbia, actually. Chad, our class is a little... Chad, our class feels broken in a world without rogues, not gonna lie. And delete rogue. I like the vampiric bloods. Not gonna lie. Ah! But they're actually brawling. Such a... Lol. Chat. Imagine playing warrior. Like, our opponent had the highest of high rolls, and they're still getting crushed because their class is irrelevant. Because we decided that as a society, warrior was bad somewhere. I don't remember. I wasn't at the meeting, but yeah.
This must be the way.
You cannot crack my carapace.
This must be the way.
You cannot crack my carapace.
Keep your deck in check. I mean, that is actually one of the few... Like, rogue is actually supposed to beat druid. At least the tempo builds. What it's not supposed to beat is everything, which is what it does. So... Alright, we're in next turn.
From the smallest seed.
Your valor prevails.
Chat, to be honest, our deck is kind of broken. It just doesn't seem broken. It's kind of like in like... Chat, okay, Chat, who's the hottest mean girl of all the mean girls in Mean Girls?
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Your mom got him. Okay. Chat, you guys know the movie Mean Girls? Regina George. Okay, we'll go with Regina George. It's kind of how Regina, like pretty much all the Mean Girls are hot, but you just notice Regina George because she's the hottest, and she's Queen Bee. You know what I mean? And then like Lindsay Lohan becomes the hottest for like a minute. You know what I mean? But yeah. So it's because like that's basically we're kind of like what's the name of the actress like. Let's see, Mean Girls. I feel like we're like Amanda Seyfried, total babe, except when she's next to Rachel McAdams, and then you don't realize her. You know. Basically, Rogue is Rachel McAdams, and we're Amanda Seyfried, who's a babe, but we don't even notice her because freaking rogue. Thoughts?
All it takes is no care.
Chad, it's not a no hands stream without a weird no hands analogy, right? So they apparently made a Mean Girls 2, but it didn't go very well. Can't lose. Just bad as Warriors like Sandra Bullock. In what way? So, okay. That. That's actually so annoying because I can't trade off my freaking scales efficiently, right? Like, it's so annoying actually. What do I do here? Okay, I have a good play now. So we can go scale plus this guy next turn. Is that what they said, Gary? That is very misleading, right? Oh, that's actually so annoying, chat. That's actually so annoying. Oh, that's actually... These 0-8s just wreck me because I can't get through them. Oh, chat, I feel like I have to go in here with something, to be honest. Like a brand 8 drop, otherwise I don't think I'm winning. I could top deck Astalor here.
All it takes is no care and death.
You cannot crack my carapace.
I think we lost. I've already used both Moonlit Guidances. It's hard to win here. You know what's annoying with these? Like, these guys kind of wreck Astalor combo anyways, so...
Take two and call you in the morning.
Helen Mirren. It's Helen Mirren. I don't know if she is. Sharuva's idea of Druids having more than... I think so. I love... Chat. All right. I think Priest should have more than 430 health. I think... see, I thought Renathal was a good idea, but just for Priest originally. So Priest should have more than this. Druid should be going to more 10 mana crystals. What are other classes? Warrior should be able to, like, I don't know. This is such bullshit. I just get... I can't win. Like, I can't get through this board. I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to beat this. I don't have enough value. What chat? What is it? Like, Demon Warriors start with 5 armor. Maybe that could be good, K-Bell. What else could we do? I don't like this. So what I don't like about the game right now is like that they make the game too easy to finish because they think, I don't know. I don't like the anti, like the fast poop philosophy of Hearthstone team nowadays. Chat, I like, okay, when you have cards that can win you the game but they're slow, and they have a trade-off. So Cthulhu was an example that was used in previous spheres that might be a little too slow. But it was like, okay, we need to win the pre-smear, we're gonna run Cthulhu, you know? So cards that it's like, this is a tech. So it's a thing of like, just the fact that every deck can just run Astalor as their win condition just sucks. Nazoth and Barons. Yeah, I like Nazoth. Alright, this hand is perfect. So this is probably, if I could just start with any hand in all matchups, this would probably be the hand. It's so perfect. We have our big win condition. We have ramp efficiently here. Okay, this hand is just like everything you want in a hand. See if we somehow still lose, but... Chill and Yeti is playable. Chat, you're legally allowed to put Chill and Yeti in your deck. Therefore, it is fair and balanced.
Not enough time.
I feel like I'd rather just have card draw here.
That rope's burning again.
I just can't get enough mana. Thoughts? So I could go draw and then go Moonlit Guidance into like Bran or if I draw one Bran or Astalor, so I could get lethal next turn. Let's see. I can. Oh crap! It was like a limited space where the green screen is viable. Yeah, is the green scene consistent? Okay, there. It's good for now.
The arcane surge within me.
Wait, Chad, am I gonna die here? Thoughts?
Not enough time.
What is window view? It's hard to do. I could do that, but I think it would dox me too easily. K-Bell. But in theory I could do that. But Pete, like you could figure out like not only like where I live, but like if you're really really good, you could probably figure out like what floor I live and stuff like that, you know? Which is a little dangerous, chat. A little sketchy. Alright, we got Astalor. Alright, hit Bran for lethal.
This must be the way. That rope's burning again. All it takes is love.
Actually kind of potentially screwed myself over here because I don't have board space now, right? Let's go. Yeah, open up. Yeah, yeah. This floors, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like as a guy, I'm probably less vulnerable to like, but it still happens to. Should I feel like if I had a stalker, I would just tell them like you're an idiot, like leave me alone. But I guess I don't know. But that's also because I'm a guy, so I can do that. I don't know what I would do. I had a stalker for like 1 week, and then she like moved on, and then she like she found somebody else to stalk. I think. You know what I mean?
Who knows what secrets will our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. I had like I met this girl at a club, and it was a good interaction because like it's fun to. So like this was like even before I had a smartphone, so I just had like a crappy like whatever phone, and then I my phone runs out of batteries, and and then I get home and I wake up to like I open my phone. I have like 20 texts from her, and I think I like then I got another like 10 like neurotic like all over the place texts, and I call her and I'm like, well, like why are you calling me so much? Like, why are you texting me so much? She's like, I don't know. It was just like it was weird. And then I think she sent me like one more like eventually sent me one more angry text and then just moved on. But it was like it was weird. It was like I literally I called her and I was just like, what are you doing? What exactly do you do here? You know, like she was mad. I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. All right. Do I tempo the Astalor here?
Our gift of the arcane
Call probably saved my life, maybe. This is top right of the camera. Yeah, it's. I'm just gonna accept it. It's too hard to fix. Let's see. Could I make my video capture smaller here? Maybe I can do that. Actually, that makes so much more sense. Because then, okay, the video capture device. Let me see.
shadows grow long.
You can't always trust what you see.
Oh, chat. We're going. Let's see if I go. Wait. Wait, am I not back? Crap, chat. Let me try and fix this. Okay, I don't know why that one works. Let me see. See if only 30.
Time waits for no one.
This is so annoying. Well, why does it keep... Oh, here we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, bigger now. That actually works great, actually. Okay, this is way better. Improvement, chat? Thoughts?
All it takes is love, care, and death.
I think a little too big. Alright, I'll make it a little smaller. Here we go. See, no, but there's the thing is gone. See, so I made the screen smaller, so it's not like getting the corners out, you know. So like the corners where the. Oh yeah, you can see my microphone, my rank. Put your head over the Druid hero. I think this is fine. I feel fully immersed in the game. But I guess you technically don't know if I'm actually the NoHandsGamer anymore. Okay, this hand has been kind of perfect. Thoughts? Oh, I actually missed a Nourish play there. That's interesting. Wait, is what still there? Yeah, I realized that afterwards. Nourish and Guff kind of made sense, but we're fine. I don't see the corner stuff, chat. I think you're imagining things now. Optical illusions. Where's the corner stuff? There's no corner stuff. Here's the corner. This is no corner. Chat, you might want to get your eyes checked. There's no corner stuff. I'm fully immersed in the game. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the corner stuff? Where is it? Little dark top right. Oh my god, I'm seeing it now. It's so freaking small. Oh, so the red line was on it in my screen because I have a red line, so I couldn't see it. Okay, but it was so small. Okay, so there's like a red line when you're in your OBS because I'm highlighting over it. So it's so small that a tiny line of code was blocking it. But I've got a quarter for you here. All right, chat. Chat, you guys, all the high expectations of chat. Chat, where are my effing armor cards? I'm just gonna die here, aren't I? There we go. Chat witness. The skill. Okay. Alright.
Symptoms will be severe.
Choose soon.
Might or magic, I'll withstand
That.
it all.
Okay.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
Stone by stone, Stormwind shall fall.
Chad, do I hero power here, or do I go straight into Moonlit Guidance because it gives me a second reroll if I hit Moonlit Guidance and no brand? I think it's not hero power first. I think it's Moonlit Guidance first because of that reason. Draw then play. Because I thought it might have altered my play. So I was often going Innervate Underking there, but which if I draw, I can't do that play. So I would have had to preemptively know I'm never going Innervate Underking after I go the 8-drop, which I didn't know. Now maybe you can go solve that you never want to do that play there. But I wasn't 100% sure because we had 14 mana there, remember? So it still might be the optimal play, but it's not a always decision. Everything has trade-offs in Hearthstone. Except for Rogue, which is just bullshit all the time. Thoughts?
I'm out of cards.
Okay. So if I hit Moonlit and if I hit...
This must be the way.
Alright, hit the brand.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
As our husks break, your heart dies.
Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
Wow, it doesn't even clear here. It doesn't even win here, I guess. Still is probably winning.
That rope's burning again.
Alright, deal with it, bruh. Why not trade the Rushies into Edwin first? Because then this guy got nerfed, remember? He only could play 3 things. This rogue is BMing you. I mean, they're gonna die. It's not that big a deal. Chat. Okay, you have to understand. Here's what it's like being a rogue. Imagine you live your life never losing, always winning, never having a bad deck, and then I kill you here. You're gonna have like a conflict of identity, because you're just like, so that's why they did it. It's like their brain couldn't comprehend that they lost because they're supposed to win. So it's not really their fault. It's just kind of the way they were raised by society, you know? It's just winning. It's so true, Grim Believer.
Malfurion versus the Lichking.
Will serve me in death.
I must protect Earth.
Because this is the stream to come for rogue venting. Chat, I just because chat, I was like after like yesterday's stream, I just on like a fundamental level, like something snapped in me. Just the rogue hatred just was unleashed. I wrote like I've got an article. I wrote like a page paper. And you know, I know like when I'm passionate about an article, like my hands don't even hurt typing because I'm just so full of hate. But yeah, about how rogue sucks. But chat, my paper should become an intellectual justification for your irrational hatred of rogue. Chat must be nice, bro. Oh, I'm rogue. I just play 80 cards, develop value, put 7 stacks on the board, remove your board. Just rogue things. No big deal. No effing big freaking deal, dude.
You can't always trust what you see.
I don't like doing this, but I feel like I should be doing something. Chat, these freaking suck. Look how much these suck, chat. Oh my god, chat. How? Wait, that's illegal. What do I even do? Like, do I even want to give him? God. Chat, I'm losing so hard here. Hatred is very entertaining. Chat, I tried, like, chat, I'm like, okay, I had this guy, his manager, when I worked at Panera. And Daryl was a real nice guy. Real nice guy, you know? Like, very nice, always by the book, saying the right thing, the positivity. And one day he snapped at me, and I kind of deserved it. I don't remember why. I think I might have been late or forgotten something. I don't know. But he snapped because he had been just holding in the hate for so long. You know? You know? Because he had tried to be a good, you know, like providing value to the corporation, being a good person, and he finally couldn't take it anymore. That's me right now, all right? feel like I need to do something here. Don't think I win with Chinnis plating hero power here. In the soup. Yeah. Chat winnable? Thoughts? I should have clearing all the stuff on the board, right?
Frostbolt. Arcane bolt.
In before deadly shot plus 3 damage concoction, and I just lose because the game is so fair and balanced. Chat, remember when like a taunt did something? Chat, you remember like there was this time in the game where you could play a taunt and trust that the minion would have to trade into it. Not that they would have a deadly shot unavailable on command at all times. Or remember when your opponent ran out of value and they couldn't just play an Edwin and then get a 14/14 while drawing their entire deck? Remember those times? Does anyone remember? Like your opponent like used their value and then they were kind of stuck, that they couldn't just draw 80,000 cards and develop stats. Like at least they have to choose. Do they play the sprint or do they play their last minion? It was a tough choice. You had to think. You had to use your brain, chat. Man, that really would have sucked though, you know, using your brain, thinking, having to make value decisions where you have to decide like, do I value this more or value this? I know, right? Like you had to consider like, what happens if I use this resource and then my opponent, I can't kill my opponent? Or what happens if I don't use this resource and my opponent kills me? I know, right? I don't get to mention at 25, yeah. Chad, I think I've snapped as a human being. It's like, God, if I play Rogue for more than 2 hours, I start to feel like depressed on like a fundamental level. I feel like watching a Zeddy stream. Wait, why did okay, can someone explain why my opponent did this play? It was this, the chat, they gained 1 damage by doing this. They could have traded the 5-drop in here. Like, okay, my opponent, this is the true story of a rogue. The story of a rogue that did everything wrong and still wins because rogue is a bunch of bullshit, alright? What do I freaking do here, chat? I don't even know.
What to do?
If I hit Crypt Keeper, maybe I can win here. Who's calling me? I don't... Chat, I don't know who's calling me. It's annoying. Red Road calling. It's like, get in the vehicle. We're taking a fast move. Chat, I don't have friends. Wait, I do have friends, right? Oh, I know. Okay.
Our gift of frost shields us.
I know. Okay. It's a friend was calling, chat. I didn't talk to him in a while. I'm like, hey, chat, what happened to my frickin'... Wait, chat, did my game break? Can you see me still, chat? Oh no, chat. Okay, looks like we're back, chat. Wait, if I can... Okay, chat, I think I destroyed my computer. Okay, can you see me? Okay, we're back. Okay, I can't go into my Google Chrome, so I can't really see your guys' comments.
Malfurion versus Illidan.
Let me restart my Twitch. Chat, did I tell you guys I've been playing PoE? I'm having a great time this league. It's actually a really fun league, I feel like. I haven't even figured out how to do Sanctum well, though. I got died in a Sanctum boss because I ran into this bloody stuff and just lost all my resolve today. But PoE is pretty fun this league. That's what I'm trying to say. Solid talent trees. It's really complex, Steel. But yeah, I'm playing shock totems. I usually only can play for like an hour, hour and a half until my hands start hurting. But like, which is actually perfect because I shouldn't play more than that anyways. But yeah, because it's like I have to press E. But I just run around placing totems, and I'm doing a delirium strategy because delirium is my favorite mechanic. So I'm just doing strands, and I run and I just do altars. It's fun. It's a classic cumbia song. I don't start. Should I? I feel like I should start. I guess I just have. I'm not, just great beard genetics. It's something I didn't realize. Strand is fun. And like I have like rituals just for more monster density. This is a good hand. No, but it's not a terrible hand. It's like it's an okay hand. What? Oh, chat. This play normally works, right? But I have iterated next scale here, so I just win here. I mean, maybe I don't just win, but like this is very lucky. Oh, it's cost to flip. Cost to flip is actually.
My thanks.
Do play a big role. But chat, it's actually like chat because I'm out at the gym. I'm like working on like sculpting my body. You know what I mean? And then I just find out that I'm genetically gifted in the beard department. And I could have like raised my hotness with no effort. Though a long time ago. You know what I mean? It's like, because this was like not a lot of work. It's like sometimes when I'm in bed, it's like a little too warm, you know? It's kind of like if you just found out you inherited like $50,000, from like your uncle who didn't have kids and died, and you're like, you know, you just didn't think that like think you had this thing, but now you have it, you know. And it's not like life-changing money. It's not like completely life-altering money, but it's still like a huge amount of money. That's kind of what I feel about my beard, you know.
Malfurion versus
Or
Leandre.
makeup for men.
My blade burns with hope.
Do you coach Miracle Broke? No, I don't. Yeah. Though, though I'm not sure. Like, I'm still curious on like. I think on average, it seems like women like it more. I've gotten definitely positive feedback, but I have gotten like one friend who said she liked me better without the beard. Um, I need a new game. I mean, that I feel like when you hate all your games, it's like the sign to go touch some grass. You know what I mean? Like it's a sign. Yeah. Your ex-friend. Yeah, let's just say we're not friends anymore after that terrible opinion. Though that's why I don't want to be one of those people that like I sometimes when I'm getting too much positive feedback, I intentionally look for negative feedback just to like, you know what I mean? If for example, like everyone in this channel always says Renathal is great, and great design, because if they don't, I ban them, right? But then sometimes I try to like say, all right, does anyone think it's not like Renathal once in a while, you know? That you ban them. It's all up there, yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this new thing. So when I get tired, I like so after the stream yesterday, I just like laid in my chair and I like didn't have my phone. I did a little meditation, but a little just laying in my chair and just like thinking about things. And then I came to this great idea of an article of why Rogue sucks. But it's yeah, it's this idea of like our brain needs like time to just chill. So sometimes if you're just like always, because it's weird in 2022, you can have like a constant, like, like, like a constant like stream of dopamine. Like you can like go from Hearthstone and then you go on TikTok and then you like watch some hot things on the internet and then you like listen to some music. 2023, and you never have to have like a moment of just like being alone with your thoughts. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, I think it like sometimes I was playing PoE like yesterday morning, and then I had about an hour and a half. I wasn't having fun, and then I said, "Wait, this is a sign I need to stop playing PoE." And then I went to the gym, and then I like did some like like I made like I think a YouTube video or like you know like I it's like sometimes it's a sign your brain is telling you like you played too much video games. Is like go touch some grass. You know what I mean? Like. Chat, well, chat. Yeah, so. Dude, that's what it's really about, Scarecrow. uh, how do I join? You just sign up. They're around the world. A fully pre-stream. I think I lost a bunch. No, on we couldn't win on Asia, but yeah, maybe we'll play some. I think I want to play the Pocket Train pre-stack tomorrow. Got unbanned by Blizzard. Did he make a convincing case? Like I've changed in that. I mean I don't know if I'd. Chet, what does society do with the Jays of the world, the Jay Huangs? I don't even know. Like, what is our response? You know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do with the Jay Huangs of the world? They burn out their own, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I found out like apparently the guy from Wolf of Wall Street is like marketing like NFTs or something from CoffeeZilla or something. Like, you know, he didn't really change, which is probably not surprising, but yeah. Chet winnable? So I can go aquatic, draw. I have to draw 2 combo pieces, but I have a crap ton of mana, right? Winnable? You ever look? Yeah, I follow him. Like, chat. I know. I go back with Jay farther, probably like anyone who's still in the Hearthstone community. He's like one of the first people I met. I have my friends. I met him like probably like 3 months into playing. I met him in January. He was playing Even Warlock, and I added him. And I think he thought I was just like, I thought he was like, I think he thought I was just trying to be toxic. But I was like, oh, I love your deck. And what is it? And he was like, oh, like he had like, and I thought so I didn't realize he was like really young, you know. But yeah, I met him a long time ago. This is back when I actually added people. Because, like, yeah, it was a different time in my life. Son of a lack of freaking. I don't know if we win here now. I think I take Crypt Keeper here. Son of a gun, chat. I bricked. Is it Miracle Growth? It's probably Miracle Growth Earthen. I can draw the other Chinnus Plating here, right? Chat winnable? Thoughts? Yeah, well, Jay's an interesting character. You know, you know, I like. There's he's an interesting guy. It's like that's what I mean. Like, if he actually developed, like, it's hard because his personality is a lack of integrity. But if he somehow like kept his personality while developing like a small amount of integrity, I think he'd be really successful. Which is the irony, yeah, it's like, yeah, so am I gonna die here? Son of a lethal, chat. Wait, maybe I'm not dead? It's a lack of integrity, yeah. That's the hard thing about like, so yeah. You just said, yeah, it's true. I'm probably leaving you guys in like 30 minutes. Sociopath? Possibly.
And this
I like! Thank you for the prime game. I hope you're doing well, Ben. You know, that's so train. Thanks so much. Wait, chat, I'm so much bigger now with the new thing. All right, I didn't realize that. Thank you so much.
protect the wild.
Yeah, but the term sociopath gets a little overused in 2022. It's 2020. Chat, I haven't adjusted my. It's the year is 2022 memes. You know, I'm still saying 2020. You know. But. Jay, I don't know. Did Jay? Love changes people. It's true.
Caught this one eating
But. This place seems better than scale here. Son of a concoction, chat. Son of a Beastalker Tavish, chat. You know what's really annoying about this is they can they force me to like play around like the ice block card, but then they can get double the trog action, right? So that's annoying. Oh, the secrets are actually so good here. So for example, let's say I trade here first, then it's sometimes freezing trap, you know? So it's actually so annoying to have to deal with secrets this turn. If they're dumb, they don't trade. Yeah, they trade. So they're smart, unfortunately. Ooh, Chad, maybe I just go Guff now. I feel like it's so likely to be. Okay. Whew. Chat, hand reading skill. Alright, we're in a good spot.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
That.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Palm reading would be an awesome reprint as well. I'm sure that would be really popular in the core set. How can Hunter even win here? 30 burst.
Our gift of frost rules us.
Oh, that's such a ballsy play, but I like it. Oh, God. I think I go Moonlit first because I could hit Underking here. It's actually such a ballsy play. It's actually, I think, a great play. Okay, Chad. Art of the scam. We're very lucky we hit this. Like I think that's a really good play by them. I think that's a really good play, and they got punished. They know I've gone double scale and an Underking there. They have a taunt in the way. It's very hard for me to deal with that. That's like actually one of the only outs I had that reliably dealt with that. It was a really good play by them. That they got punished. They got punished by RNG. It's really kind of tragic in a way, you know. Yeah, you should trade this 3-1 in first. Okay, they got it. Yeah, nice job, dude.
You cannot crack my carapace. Cannot crack my carapace.
Okay. That. Eh. Well, interesting order here. I mean, they do all this. Chat, look at our opponent doing this great, really interesting play just to die to an OTK. Man, imagine your opponent. You come up with this great line. You come up with great lines all game, and then I OTK them. Like, honestly, I really respect my opponent's lines this game. But they're gonna die. Because the game is fundamentally broken on a fundamental level.
Who knows what secrets will our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us. Gift of fire empowers us.
Perfect now, yeah. Hey, well, coming Saturday, I have plans. Will I cannot. I have plans. There's no way I can come. Sorry, but yeah, I saw your call, but yeah.
Malfurion versus Arthas.
You will know endless torment.
I must protect the wild.
Next time I'm down. Okay. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay. I see how it is. Dude, there's no way I can do it. No. This Saturday. Nope. There's zero chance. Sorry. I tell you off stream. Sunday. I'm gonna go with no. This weekend's just really bad. Next weekend I could potentially do something, but this weekend's a no-go. Sorry. The weekend of the 21st I could potentially do something. There is True Wire. It's a big weekend for so yeah.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
Take two and call me in the morning.
You can't always trust what you see.
What? Heh.
Someone's bound to come this way.
Chat, my opponent just are okay. They're just running Savory Delight. Oh my god, chat. And they have this bullshit, chat. Wait, are they running Galaxy Inkster too? No, they randomly generated that. I can still win with Bran though, right? I have to greet it out though, probably now. Chat, draw me some guff. Wait, Chet, I forgot about how the gangster works, not gonna lie. I forgot that that card works. Whoops. Whoopsies, Chet. That was dumb. Jay Alexander, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Probably ending the stream soon, but yeah, you keep yeah, welcome everybody. Chat, I have to bring it to you though. This has been a rogue hating stream, so we're trying times. But yeah, welcome everybody. We got the. What do I do here? This is look for. I was playing Warrior. Wait, dude, does even Jay hate Rogue right now? Is it that bad? Wow, I never thought I'd see the day. Sorry? I don't think they're okay. I don't know that. Okay, I got somebody at the door. I don't know. One second, Shin.
That rope's burning again.
Is this stuff for me? It was for the neighbor chat. It's swatted. I got a peephole, so yeah, I was able to see the guy looked legit. Chat, actually giving them tons of concoctions might backfire because of the due process we played, right? Oh, for a deck review? No, that stream's ending too soon. Sorry, Profound. I've been thinking about getting rid of the deck review thing because it's just been like depressing. Because it's like, all right, you're gonna die to Rogue in these ways. If somehow you don't queue into Demon Hunter, you're gonna die, or to Rogue, you're gonna die to Demon Hunter. Like that's what the deck reviews usually are, you know. So it's like, it's just been too depressing. So this deck just does what Rogue does, but worse, you know. So.
My hand is already packed.
Bad! Oh, they're gonna make me overdraw my brand here. I should have thought about this, not gonna lie.
You look like you love a good deal.
Chat easy dodge. Alright. Can I pop off this turn? 3-drop. It's a 10 mana and then 8 mana. I think I pop off. I think it's worth it. Because it's like I can just tempo.
Who knows what secrets our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us. You cannot crack my care. Our gift of fire empowers us.
They got GG earlier, cost the flip. I'm assuming we were playing earlier. What do you think the Astalor nerf? I don't think it'll be enough. I think they should, okay. I think the first two are fine. I think this one should just be massively nerfed. Yeah? What's going on? They're freaking knocking hard over there. It's confusing. Alright. How are you, sir? I can't talk about Okay. I'm on my computer right now, working. Okay. So just please don't disturb me coming here.
Is there leaks anywhere around there?
I don't think so.
You don't notice no leaks nowhere, right?
Yeah, I don't know if yeah, I haven't had any problems.
Alright, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Where's the chat? What is the chat? All right. This is weird. I think we got like one more game left of the stream, and then I'm done. Done for the day. To say everything is okay. what's the one like the Pepe meme where it's like everything's good, boss? Like where? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Monka W. Yeah, plus thumbs up. Yeah, it's that combo. Chat, I think maybe last game.
Versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
I must protect the wild.
It's a perfect max damage combo. Unclear. You can. I mean, you do 64, so. Yeah, technically that's exactly you're right, Chewire. If you have 18, there's. I don't think there's any way you can do more than 64. Right. You got 66 if you count the 2-drop, but.
Ah, I see you've brought guests. May the light grant you peace.
Well played. The victory is
Chat, they realized I wasn't a rogue and they just conceded. Oh my god, chat. They realized chat, this game is broken. Like the decks that beat rogue just auto lose to druid. Turn 2 technically. Chat, I queued another game even though I was gonna end the stream. Yeah, we'll play another one. Okay.
Malfurion versus Arana.
I alone will shield my people.
I must protect the wild.
My hand's insane, so. Okay, hand just got more insane, thoughts. The only way I can get better is like top deck like Innervate or Wild Bloom Sheedrin. I'm playing this version. This gives me 5 really good top decks. Also allows me to go Moonlit into like something like Chitinous Plating to be more resilient. Oh, that's annoying. Chat. Oh my god, so good at this game.
Life, happiness, and friends.
Why not? As for the draw, it's more efficient ramping. So if we want to go nourish, we get the hero power, which is the advantage, and then we can go the set under king. But so if I go nourish first, technically I'm at 7 mana next turn. I can go guff hero power, but this way I can go nourish and I can go higher, which allows me to hit something in theory like planted evidence and make my turn better, which is why we do this play. Both plays are very close in strength though, so sometimes there's a clear winner. The advantage is like, but I think they're not putting enough pressure where I'd rather just ramp hard here. Relics are back at 539 legend. Hell yeah. Yeah, I thought about you when I saw God Let Go Loose. Because I was like, yeah. I think this is better. Just need to draw Bran. I think he just quit. I mean, the Hearthstone scene is there used to be huge incentives financially and just like glory to play Hearthstone, and now it's really for the addicts like myself.
This must be the way.
Oh, we win. Nice. I always think it's got to be weird. Like, let's say you're early Hearthstone and you're getting like 6,000 viewers, you know, or 8,000 viewers, just ridiculous. It's the hard thing about like, yeah, and then eventually you're maybe you get down to like 800 viewers, which is a great viewership, but like you've tasted the 6,000 viewers. You know what I mean? Like that would be. It's kind of like Flowers for Algernon, but for Hearthstone viewership, you know?
Another happy guilty. Not enough time.
Yeah. Nice reference.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us. Our gift of fire empowers us.
I must withdraw.
All right, chat. I'm gonna call it. It was actually a fun stream. Chat. Maybe we'll play APM Priest tomorrow. That seems like a fun deck. We'll play maybe we'll try out APM Priest tomorrow. Chat. A really short stream tomorrow. I think just for like 2 hours. between like I have a I'm busy most of the day,